There we go. Cool. Okay, give me just a sec to get all of my windows where I want them to be, and also do the mouse cursor thing. Whoops, that's not what I want to do. Okay, there's that. Okay, now I want that to be in the background, and then I want this, and this, and where's my game window? There it is. Alright. Good evening, everybody. Yes. Good evening. Welcome to a makeup stream of Syberia. Good evening, Raviolin. I always have to test my chat window because sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes I gotta, it just like does not like to show up on stream, so I have to do the test chat to make sure that that it's working properly. Yeah, it has been a while, hasn't it? Welcome back. Okay, so what were we doing? Some bureaucratic bullshit, no doubt. Right, that one. Okay, so... oh, yeah, okay. I'm trying to get the locks open. The locks for the, I guess the gate? What gate? I'm not even totally clear on what gate I'm trying to open, because I guess it's the one in the big wall at the end of the train tracks. And I think... So, wait a minute. So there was this console thingy. Which... Wait, was it over there? I gotta remember where everything is now. Okay, yeah, this thing. So let me,
That looks broken.
Right, okay. So I had a phone number that I was going to call. Or I did call and it was not helpful, but I'm going to call it again just to make sure I know what the thing is I'm trying to do. Oh wait, I can't do it from in here. Cell phone. Okay, memory. No, I can't recall. Memory is only for numbers that have called me, which sucks. But fine. 2766 6742.
Welcome to the East Block Control Center. To start, press the number sign.
Right.
If you are using the Haltenberg lock, press 1. If you are using the Morloff lock, press 2. If you are using the Koningpass lock, press 3. If you are using the Barrackstadt lock, press 4. To return to the last command, press the number sign. If you want to raise the water level, press 1. If you want to lower the water level, press 2. To return to the last command, press the number sign.
I don't actually know which one I want to do. I'm going to say lower it.
You want to lower the water level in the Barrackstadt lock? To confirm your choice, press star. To return to the previous command, press the number sign. Your request has been logged. Unfortunately, our regional technician is currently on holiday, and no replacement is available. We will reply to your request within 48 hours. In case of an emergency, please operate the lock system manually. We apologize for delays to our service.
Okay, so I went ahead and I gave myself a little bit of a hint for this one, and what we actually have to do, oops, is, well, that, basically what I just did. No, I don't want to, yeah, okay. Operating the lock system manually means using these buttons and then apparently just pressing the same buttons we did on the phone, which I don't know how you'd make that connection. But that is apparently what we have to do. And I think, what was it? It was the number sign and then 4 and then star. No, it was number sign, it was 4-2. Yeah, okay. So that lowers the water level. Okay, great. Lovely. Is that all I had to do? Let's see if I can, let's see if the sailors will do a thing now.
Hey there, on the boat.
Guten Tag, schöne Mademoiselle.
My husband say, hello, young lady. You want to talk to us? Right, I've got it. I know now how the locks work. So guide your boat into the lock, and I'll take care of the mechanism.
Godverdomme. Das ist eine echte Ladies. Alle etwa, range alle Dingen and obligados de dame. Ach, set content und zurück again.
What did your husband say? You, hurry up. We hurry to travel again. Okay. We'll meet each other on the other side. By my train, okay?
I understood a little bit of what he was saying, and that's a very simplified version of what he said, but yeah, more or less. Okay. So I guess now I want to raise the water level, which would be 1. Or, actually, hold on. Let me go over here and see if they're... Where are they? Don't know where they are. Well, they said they would. They said they would go. They did move, so they're somewhere around here. Let's operate the lock again and see what happens. Oh, they're right there. Doy. Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, so yeah, raise water level. So it'll be 4-1 this time. cool. Alright, so now... Yeah, now what? Hey, howdy, Oberstolo. Okay, good, they're right there. Hello, sailor fellows. Or fellow and fellow?
Hey there!
I don't know.
On the boat. Da, barge on other side. You still need us? What do we do now to tie my train to the barge?
Mademoiselle Takatak, Loco Coco Mitchen.
What did your husband say? You attach chain to train and chain put train with barge.
Oh, catch it, sir.
Oh boy. Catch this. Ah! Nice. Alright. Thank you, I'll take that.
If that's going to work, it looks like something's missing.
Oh, well, I have a hook that I've been carrying around since I got here. Sweet. Awesome! Ah, you folks are the best. Totally worth $100. Still think I should have blackmailed the university rectors, though. Instead of just doing their work for them. You love trains and games that feature trains? That's understandable. I'm not personally, like, a particular fan of trains, but I can definitely see how they could be fascinating. I can understand the appeal. Oh.
Hello, Kate Walker here.
Miss Walker, this is Professor
Ah,
Potts.
right,
I'm
lecture.
about to start my lecture on the U-calls at any moment. Please make haste to come.
Okay, I'll give it my best.
Excellent. We'll be in the main lecture hall. See you soon.
Sweet. I gotta backtrack all the way back to the goddamn university. There is a lot of backtracking in this game, and usually I don't mind it or like even notice it that much, but in this game, it really sticks out for some reason. Oh, look at that. That's so... I just noticed that that's the university right there. That's so cool. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I haven't taken that many train rides in my life, but I've taken a few, and they are pretty nice. I would love to take, like, one of those, like, really long train rides where you have, like, a sleeper car and, like, they have, like, full meal service and everything. That sounds awesome. I would love to do that one of these days. That is the wrong way. Oh, yeah. That would be so cool. Cross-country train ride? Mm. I'm up for it. Yeah, it's nice if you actually have the luxury of taking a train ride and it's not just a commute. Because I've done that, um, and that's like, oh, this is just kind of a pain in the ass. It's like it's not much better than a bus. Um, but yeah, if you're actually like doing it for more of like a pleasure trip or even a business trip, then that'd be great. Very cool. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's a good time to do it then. When everything's brand new. Yeah, it would be nice if like train travel was more of a like a default thing in the United States. Like it's much more of a European thing as I understand it, but like the US hasn't really gotten its shit together. Like it is in some places, but like not as ubiquitous as it is in other places of the world. Like Japan. That's the thing I should do. I want to do too, is I want to take the bullet train at some point in my life. That's a bucket list thing.
Ah, there you are, Miss Walker.
Excellent.
Good, good. Take a seat quickly. I'm impatient to start my lesson.
Microwaved hot dogs. Ugh. Yeah, I guess like any food that you get on like a long distance travel thing is going to be a little bit questionable, but there's definitely ways to improve that, I'm sure.
My young friends, a very exciting discovery, unimaginable up until only a few hours ago, has come into my hands and has finally allowed me to complete my study on the mysterious Yukol people. Lights, please. The Yukols are a people from the far north about whom very little is known. They live far away, very far away, on the frozen borders of Syberia. This distance and the climatic conditions of the region, which are unfavorable to human existence, have limited the size of the Yukol population and kept it out of reach of the scientific world. The handful of slides that follow are actually the only documentation we have in our possession. It was a Russian explorer who made these drawings and took these photographs 100 or so years ago. Today, we owe what we know about the Yukol people and their culture to him. We know that the origins of the Yukols date back to the last ice age. Curiously, evidence of their presence has been found in Western Europe, and more precisely in the prehistoric caves at the heart of the Alps. This people, it seems, undertook a long migration over centuries towards the far north of the globe. The reasons for this migration are due to the importance of the mammoth in their craft, trade, and culture. They used them for transportation and as beasts of burden.
Really?
The mammoth brought them meat, skins, fat, and ivory. Man and animal lived in symbiosis. There's no doubt about it. Mammoths started to drift away from the region due to changing climatic conditions, and the Yukols followed them to the north, to the edges of Syberia. Prehistoric cave drawings, identified as Yukol in origin, first led me to the extraordinary hypothesis that the Yukols had managed to domesticate the mammoth. They are, to the best of our knowledge, the only prehistoric people to represent a man riding a mammoth. Today, because of this genuine mammoth skin effigy, identified by myself as an authentic Neolithic object, I can confirm this hypothesis. Yukol forebears managed to tame mammoths. Prehistoric man uses little imagination. He draws what he sees and represents scenes from real life. This familiar day-to-day object is actually a children's toy. As we have seen, Yukol existence was inextricably linked to that of the mammoth. They used its skin for clothing and to make the roofs and walls of their houses. They used the tusks to build the frameworks of their homes, as well as weapons, tools, and jewelry. Curiously, the disappearance of the mammoth 12,000 years ago had no immediate effect on the Yukol's way of life. It seemed that for a long time after, the people maintained their strong bond with the mammoth through the centuries. As incredible as it may seem, the Yukol people have continued right up until the start of this century to feed themselves on mammoth meat and to use the skin for clothing and shelter. Their ivory craftwork industry is still flourishing. It would appear that to preserve ancestral customs, the Yukols learned how to exploit through the centuries the large number of frozen mammoth carcasses that were perfectly preserved in the ice of the Siberian tundra.
You were talking about
They
this.
have been able to live mainly off this enormous freezer stock for almost 30 centuries. As plausible as this explanation may seem, it seems it is not enough for the scientific community who, I will confess, is greatly perplexed by the question. In the absence of acceptable scientific evidence, we have to make do with Yuko shaman artifacts. The research department that I have the honor to represent today lends no credence to the myths and legends that these tribal charlatans peddle. We have to take their stories at face value, mere tales to while away the long Siberian winter. The legend of the Siberian Ice Ark is a very good example. You are invited to find out for yourselves from the pamphlet that I had passed around to you. This legend would have us believe that today, somewhere on a lost island to the north of Siberia, there are living mammoths still in existence, a sort of hangover from the Ice Age.
Hangover?
This small herd has been
Holdover, I think is the word
miraculously
you're looking for.
preserved for more than 120 centuries by the Yuko's tender care. The island on which the pachyderms are said to live is called Syberia.
But
My
why?
friends, I advise you to resist the temptation you may have to believe in this pish and tish. The island of Syberia is not charted on any map, and the idea that mammoths have survived to the 21st century is an idle scientist's pipe dream. The Yukols were sadly among the first victims of the colonization of continental Siberia led by the Russians in the 20th century. The Kolkhoz and Sovkhoz systems, as well as the exploitation, disdain, and humiliation people had to suffer, marked a definitive break in the Yuko's traditional lifestyle. Since the collapse of the communist regime, the Yuko population finds itself confronted with the same political and social upheavals that other Siberian communities are experiencing. There are two consequences to arise from this. Some Yukos have lost their tribal identity and have integrated into the Russian population. Others, however, have sought long and hard to re-establish links with their ancestral culture that was lost under the Soviet regime. Now, at the start of the 21st century, the last true surviving Yukos have gone to live on the vast territories of their ancestors. Nobody knows today where they live or how they survive. Their very existence would be a matter for speculation if they did not turn up periodically at the tundra's most isolated fur trading posts to exchange mammoth tusks for essential items.
That's just proof that
There
mammoths
ends
still
my
exist.
lecture for today. Thank you for being among us today, Miss Walker. Please make your way to the laboratory where you will find your mammoth doll. There are also photocopies of my lectures should you so require them.
Hey there, Omega Number. Hello, hello. Huh. Who are those gentlemen? They look like they're in uniform. Like some kind of military? Or are they just students? I can't go this way, I don't think.
No point.
Doesn't magically unlock after seeing the attending the lecture. But okay, back to the lab. Wait, what is this pamphlet that he had? Maybe that's in the laboratory. Wrangell Island. That's a cool name. So that's the library. Is that the laboratory? No, that's the rector's. The laboratory's on the other side. It's where Professor Pons was hanging out. Oops. And I clicked out of my window. Shit. Didn't want to do that. Sorry, one sec. Let me get everything back where I wanted it. This is difficult when my mouse cursor is invisible. But, oops. There. Okay. Okay.
Professor, it's me. I've come to pick up the mammoth doll.
The doll is waiting for you there, Miss Walker. Please take good care of it.
Don't worry. I'm beginning to get quite attached to it myself. Can I trouble you just a little longer?
With pleasure, Kate. I'm all ears.
Let's see if he has anything to say.
I would have loved to study it.
No, hey,
May
you
I have
every...
I must congratulate you for your lecture. You were right. The subject is absolutely fascinating. I never believed that mammoths could be so interesting.
What you heard was only the tip of the iceberg, my dear. But if I have at least awoken a passion in you, I'm only too proud.
Did Hans Vorarlberg agree with your hypothesis on the Ukals being able to tame mammoths?
Now, Hans was no man of science. His pathological obsession was to find mammoths that were still in existence. Such a hypothesis is somewhat overblown, don't you think?
You don't believe in it yourself?
Mammoths died out thousands of years ago. Of this we are certain. Today, the only mammoths in Syberia are frozen ones. Huh?
Do you know where Hans might have gone after his stay here in Barrackstadt?
No, but I would not be surprised if he left in search of the Ukals, or what is left of them today.
Seems logical.
What would you say about seeing
Young,
your Hans? Can you tell me?
he was all...
Arriving in Barrackstadt is an amazing experience. I've never seen such a station.
You came by train?
Yes, in a...
You mean
Oh, no.
Oh.
My train stopped in a...
ornithology?
Are there? The Ammerzone?
I'm...
Thank you very... I'll leave you in peace. I hope I haven't disturbed you too much.
Sorry? No, not at all, my dear child.
Okay. Mammoth, and that looks like the pamphlet he was talking about, or the photocopy or whatever. Stuff that in my shirt, and stuff this in my shirt. Okay. The Legend of the Ivory Ark. The last ice age ended when the planet warmed up. This sudden climatic change threatened the existence of many animal species, including mammoths inhabiting the far northern Siberian wastes. It is said that the Ukal peoples decided to follow Noah's example and build an enormous ark to try to preserve the mammoth's existence. They lived in symbiosis with the pachyderm, which was at the heart of their religious worship. The ship was constructed entirely from mammoth tusks. That is rad. A small herd of mammoth was installed on board with enormous quantities of fodder. Control of the ship was entrusted to a handful of particularly intrepid Ukal clans. Their mission was to take the animals to other lands with pastures more befitting to their survival. One day, 50 summers later, as legend would have it, the Ark returned to its starting point. The Ukals were astonished to find nobody aboard apart from the carcasses of several mammoths perfectly preserved in the ice encasing the ship. The clansmen believed this was a mysterious sign from the gods, and they ate the mammoths in a memorable feast. 1 week later, the Ark set sail once more, carried away by the currents. Again it returned, half a century later, with not a soul on board except more well-preserved frozen mammoth carcasses. This mystery continued for a millennium, each time the surprisingly well-preserved mammoths appearing out of nowhere. The Ukals interpreted the phenomenon as a benevolent offering from their dead companions who were believed to have perished on the Ark's first voyage in some horrendous maritime cataclysm. It was believed that their souls had found eternal rest at a mythical island that the shaman named Syberia. They constructed a whole religion around this belief with rites and customs punctuated by the periodic appearances of the phantom ship and its precious cargo. For centuries, nothing changed the Ark's mysterious cycle. Only the size of the mammoths changed, reducing imperceptibly over time. Until one day, a hundred or so years ago, the Ark returned earlier than expected. It was empty. The Ukals were dumbfounded and utterly confused. The spirits of their ancestors had forsaken them. Everything they had believed in, that had been the bedrock of their culture since the very depths of time, had now lost all meaning. The most fanatical believers noted that the frequency of appearances had in fact increased and maintained that there was still hope, as long as the Ark continued its return journeys from the unknown. Some elder Yukols boasted of having seen it several times, but thenceforth, each time the white ship returned, it only offered an empty shell to the despairing eyes of the surviving Yukols. The belief became superstition, and the reality became legend. Well then. I guess we're done? I guess we go back to the train now? Okay, yeah, I think that's just like the school uniform or something, because that guy's wearing the same thing. Like hat and jacket and everything. Do universities have a school uniform? Is that... Seems like it... I don't know. Maybe a prestigious university like this one. No, other way. Wait. No. This way. I was right. We still go this way. Because we want to go where the train went, which is towards the wall. Wait a minute. Oh, no, I want to go across the bridge first. I gotta remember where to go. Going places is hard when you have a bad sense of direction. Okay. This way. Still love that background. Ruined buildings. Okay. Oh, okay. So here, I guess this will be where the winding mechanism will be. Somewhere? Wait, okay, maybe I have to go back. Because I think I can go onto the train now? It looks like it's supposed to go a little further. Oh, but maybe the winding mechanisms are like on the other side or something like that. Let's take a look. Yeah, here we go. Oh, right, there's a lever. Such a weird system. Am I going to do this at every place we go to? Seems very tedious. Phone. What?
Hello?
Where are you?
Hi, Dan.
Ugh,
I'm in Barrackstadt.
garbage husband.
What? Is that a town? I hope the man you're looking for lives there. Are you coming home soon?
From what I gather, it's one huge university with an extraordinary station aviary. If you could only see it, there are trees and birds everywhere. It's so weird here.
Sounds like a great place for a bit of sightseeing. So, are you coming back soon?
I don't think so. In fact, the train I'm traveling on has some kind of a mechanical problem. We've been forced to stop here.
Us? I thought you were alone. Who's with you?
Oscar, the train engineer.
You're messing around with mechanics now, are you?
Don't be so stupid, Dan, please. Oscar is an automaton created by Mr. Varlberg, the man I'm looking for. And he's not any old robot. He's a sophisticated butler type, if you see what I mean. He's a bit obsessive as well.
Kate, I don't know what they're feeding you in Europe, but don't you think it's time that you came home?
But my mission still isn't finished.
To hell with your mission. I don't know why you accepted it in the first place. If you just stuck to the middle of the road, then we wouldn't be in this mess.
We?
We? If there's any mess, it's me who's in it. And while I'm trying to come to grips with strange towns, you, my darling, are sitting at home on your butt. I seem to remember we had nothing against my departure.
It was only going to be 2 or 3 days, Kate. Please, try to put yourself in my shoes.
Your shoes. Not only do I have to fit myself into your diary, but I've got to get myself into your shoes as well? Is there anywhere else Sir would like me to put myself while we're on this subject?
Look, I don't want to talk about it now. Call me back when you've calmed down.
I was perfectly calm before I picked up your call. I only wanted a few words of encouragement, not your disdain. Was that too much to ask?
You can be such a selfish...
Oh,
Takes one to know one, sweetheart.
you better not finish that sentence, Dan. Oh, please divorce him. Please divorce him very loudly and emphatically. So I'm so happy that she told him off like that. Fuck you, Dan. You suck. And I hope there's more of that in the future. Kate, you can do so much better. You deserve better than Dan. Alright, can we go somewhere now? Are we good? Can we go?
Everything okay?
Yes, Kate Walker. I am waiting to continue our journey.
You know, I think I would have liked being a student at this university. Everything's just so different here. Yorkshire does feel like another planet.
The planet New York? Is that our next stop?
Not exactly, Oscar. But I don't think you'd like it there. It doesn't run like clockwork.
That's for sure.
That's it, Oscar. We can go.
Kate Walker, I must remind you of one of the journey regulations. All objects featured in the train's inventory must be replaced before departure.
I don't understand.
Something is missing, Kate Walker.
Oh my God! The mammoth doll!
Please return it to its allocated position, Kate Walker.
I will in just a sec.
We'll save some time if you help me retrieve everything we need for the train.
Very possibly. But such actions are beyond my mandate.
You're right. I really should rid myself of the delusion that you are useful to me in some way.
Oh.
You should limit your requests
Snap.
for help to my actual capabilities, Kate Walker.
It's just that sometimes you look just so human.
Yeah, also, I don't know what your capabilities are. There's no owner's manual for you or anything.
This guy Hans. Bit simple, but he's obviously a genius. And then there are the mammoths. Funny guy, don't you reckon?
I'll have you know Hans Vorarlberg is my creator, Kate Walker.
Speaking of mechanical problems, there aren't any other hitches I should know about, Oscar?
This train has no mechanical problems, Kate Walker. Winding the spring mechanism is standard service procedure.
Okay, Oscar, don't get all touchy about it. I didn't mean it like that. Everybody seems to like the Sauvignon grape here. People and birds. Especially these accursed Amazon cuckoos.
It is regrettable that my constitution does not enable me to ingurgitate this product.
That's everybody excluding Oscar.
Ingurgitate? Is that a word?
I'm off, Oscar. See you later.
Yes, Kate Walker.
If that's a real word, I'm totally going to start using it. I'm going to ingurgitate some water. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to use it even if it's not a real word. It's a real word now. Linguistics! Alright. Now we can go. Also, hello, Makafort. Belatedly.
Everything okay?
Yes, Kate.
Oscar, if you tell me one more time something's missing, I'll...
Everything is ready. Take your seat, Kate Walker. We are leaving.
Okay.
Oh, like she really wanted to threaten him with severe bodily harm. Yeah, I mean, that seems to be the logical definition of it, because regurgitate means, you know, to throw up. To expel in large amounts. Well, not necessarily. Okay, cool. It is a real word. Great. I learned something today. Ingurgitate. What now? Okay, so we're just here at the gate, I guess? Or I could have easily just walked up to this.
What are you doing there, Oscar?
Oh no.
It is imperative that we comply with railroad and customs regulations, Kate Walker.
Oscar, don't you think we could drop the trifling details once and for all?
Hell
We
no.
need an exit visa to get beyond the wall, Kate Walker.
Oh boy.
And you wouldn't know where I could get one of them from, would you?
There is usually some form of authority stationed at a guard post that is strategically positioned to issue such a visa.
So, you? Oh, interesting. Bird is no longer an option.
Do you realize, my good man, that as a lawyer charged with an important matter of inheritance, I could sue you for obstructing justice?
Kate Walker, we still need an exit visa in any case.
Oscar, the automaton that drives this train will be really impatient to leave soon because he's totally obsessed about punctuality.
Yes, Kate Walker.
And it's weird, because sometimes, when he drops all that stuff about procedure, he can be so charming and attentive.
Please refrain from attributing human emotions to me, Kate Walker.
Flattery will not work.
You do realize, don't you, Oscar, that by preventing me from continuing this journey, you are also depriving yourself of the opportunity to meet your creator, Hans Vorarlberg.
Procedure requires an exit visa, Kate Walker.
God, I think I'm going crazy.
That is not a requirement, Kate Walker. Only an exit visa is necessary.
I don't know if she wants to, but she's definitely, like, turning on the charm in an effort to move things along. Unfortunately, it's not working. He's immune to that.
I don't suppose you can help me get this visa, then?
Yeah, he is.
Your non-supposition is correct, Kate Walker.
Oscar, don't you think we've wasted enough time already?
You neglected to find the clockwork winding mechanism for the train with sufficient haste, Kate Walker.
Wow.
What nerve! And you refused to lend a helping hand. Help that could have been invaluable to me.
I agree, Kate Walker.
If you weren't so obsessed by procedure, we wouldn't have had a hitch.
I am not entirely convinced, Kate Walker.
Oscar, please, let's get in the train and leave, can we?
Yes, Kate Walker. Give me the visa.
Kate, I don't know why you bother arguing.
Okay. See you later, Oscar.
Yes, Kate Walker.
It's not that hard to understand. He is a robot. He operates by procedure. There are rules. Begging him to break them is not going to work.
No point. It's locked.
Sorry, not a robot. Automaton. Oh. Well, this looks promising. Phone!
Hello?
Kate! Oh, is that you? What's going on?
Well, I finally got the mechanical train wound, and I hope it's going to take me to Hans Vorarlberg. I had to sort things out with a couple of weirdo sailors, and they probably ripped me off. But now I'm blocked behind this massive wall. You should see it. It's huge.
I'm not talking about that. I want to know what's going on with Dan.
What do you mean?
I bumped into him at Maggie's Zoo, and he said you'd argued.
That's a bit over the top. Things got a bit heated the last time we called, that's all. No need to go overboard.
I don't mean to be melodramatic, but he didn't seem in such great shape. He had his down in the dumps head on.
Good.
Like Dan has a down in the dumps head.
Well, yeah, when that shock of hair flops over his forehead and his eyes mist up and his eyebrows kind of creased together.
Ooh.
I'd never noticed. Maybe I did go a bit too far,
No.
but he's got such a goody two-shoes image of me that sometimes I just lose it. And this case is taking up a lot of headspace. I was just looking for a bit of compassion.
Well, you sure got mine. So, what's going down?
Like I said before, I'm kind of getting somewhere, but it's slow. This Hans Vorarlberg guy is getting more and more fascinating by the day.
Okay, well, anyway, it doesn't sound like you're bored. Not like back here in the office. Every day is boredom day. It's just no fun without you. When are you coming back?
Shouldn't be long, I hope. Look, I've got to go. See you soon.
Well, call us again real soon. And be easier on Dan next time, huh?
I'll try.
No, I refuse. Tell that to Dan. In fact, why don't you marry Dan if you love him so much? Please, take him off my hands. I hate him. Uh-huh. Basically, everybody who calls her on the phone is just so, like, up their own ass.
No point. It's locked.
Kate needs to get a better social life. But I mean, also, like, like, her mom is the same way, so it's all she knows. It's like she grew up with this. So naturally she would, I guess, surround herself with people who just perpetuate that attitude because it's familiar to her. She can do better. You can do better, Kate. I know you can. I believe in you. What is all of this? Oh. Oh, here we go. Huh. Neat. Right? Yeah. No, she definitely seems to be on Dan's side. Probably because she loves him. Well, hey, on the upside, if Dan cheats on me with her, then I will have excellent grounds for divorce. So I'm quietly rooting for said girlfriend, whose name I've forgotten. I think it's Olivia or something. To make a move on my husband. Give me a reason. Come on, do it. Give me an excuse.
Look, broken glasses. If they belong to the captain, then he sure has eye problems going by those lenses.
Ah, this will be where the stuff comes in. The mushroom powder. What captain? I haven't seen anybody. Oh, he's. Wait. God, again, there's just
Good day to you, sir.
people standing around. I don't even notice because they're so bland. They're like so drab, and the backgrounds are so drab.
Captain Malatesta, Commander-in-Chief of the Barkstadt border post, at your service, madam.
I love how I can just walk past people and I don't even notice them.
My name is Kate Walker. I've been assigned by my company to find a man who is supposed to be living in Syberia.
What a peculiar mission. Taking so many risks for such a futile goal.
Captain, to my mind, the military zeal with which you insist on guarding this meaningless wall strikes me as equally futile.
Wow.
I should be offended by your words,
A little
miss.
harsh.
But I forgive you, because you are young and unaware of the very real dangers lurking in store for us.
Is the person who takes care of the gate anywhere around?
There is no person who takes care of the gate. Believe you me, ma'am. I have been the one and only guardian of this gate since 1968.
Jeez.
That year, I took over the position from the late Lieutenant Colonel Malatesta, my own father.
In that case, can you tell me how the mechanism works? It sure looks complicated to me.
Not at all. It is child's play for anyone who takes the time to work out its surprisingly straightforward logic. And from the looks of your locomotive, it shouldn't pose you any problems.
Why do you say that?
When I caught sight of your formidable locomotive, I immediately said, heavens, only Hans Vorarlberg could design such an engine. And I know what I'm talking about, ma'am, because he invented the gate's original mechanism. It was his last creation here in Barkstadt.
So you know Hans Vorarlberg?
No, I mean, not personally. I was only a baby when he stayed in Barkstadt. My father spoke often of him, and I knew about his inventions. He left very many things behind him.
I know.
In any case, I noticed that his fantastic knack for inventing has not deteriorated with age. How's he doing?
I don't know. In fact, I don't actually know him. I'm searching for him. An inheritance matter. I hope his train is going to lead me to him.
And why not? His inventions are always full of surprises.
Between the station aviary and this bleak wall, the change in atmosphere is radical, don't you think?
It's been a long time since I've been at liberty to judge, miss. My duties forbid me from abandoning my post.
I need a visa to cross the wall and to continue my journey to the east. They told me that you are the only person in a position to issue such a visa.
Indeed. This responsibility is part of my duties. However, I am not currently issuing visas because nobody must venture beyond the wall.
And why not?
It's far too dangerous, in particular for a lady of your standing who is traveling unescorted.
Who says I'm
Dangerous? What exactly do you mean, Captain?
The enemy, miss. The enemy. I've been observing them for several years through my telescope. There's one particular horseman stationed yonder. He's a scout from the invading enemy army, and he's been spying on us. So I have to be extremely vigilant. He knows that I know he's there, you understand? And as long as I keep my eye on him, he won't dare try anything.
Are you sure?
Please, take a look for yourself.
I need a visa to...
Indeed.
And why...
It's far...
Don't mind me if I retire, Captain.
Please, madam. My respects.
Yeah, I took a look, and it's some driftwood.
How strange. I can't see a Cossack horseman at all. There's just a dead tree in the middle of an empty plain. That poor captain must have really bad eyesight. Good day to you, sir.
Captain Malatesta, Commander-in-Chief of the Barkstadt border post, at your service, madam.
I need a visa to cross the wall.
Indeed. This...
And why not?
It's far too dangerous.
Captain?
A tree?
Whoops.
But that's totally ridiculous. I can tell you have never seen a Cossack before in your life.
How long has this Cossack been spying on your wall?
For a long time, yes, a very long time. But they could attack at any moment. We simply cannot tell.
And he's been in the same position the whole time?
Cossacks are soldiers, miss. They're capable of great resistance and persistence in the face of adversity.
I need a V.
Indeed.
And why not?
It's far too
Captain, I can assure you that your enemy horseman is in fact simply a dead tree.
A tree?
How long?
For a...
And he's... Don't mind me if I...
Please.
Okay. Can I just give that
The
to
captain will never swallow this powder as it is.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, I gotta stick it in his food. Oh, no, it's the wine glasses. Okay, I didn't notice that was... Didn't even see the wine glasses. Oh, and I have wine. Perfect.
Colonel, sir.
Captain, miss.
But you have the air of a great officer.
Here we go. Turning on...
You flatter me, miss.
Turning on the charm again.
Unfortunately, I'm afraid that we frontier soldiers are often forgotten by the military administration.
There's no justice. I sympathize with you, Captain. Let us forget our worries for a moment and have a little drink together in the name of friendship.
It would be my pleasure, miss, but the regulations strictly forbid it.
Come on. A little glass of wine never hurt anybody, and nobody need know.
Wine, miss? You are putting me in a very delicate situation.
Don't deny yourself, Captain. Just a little glass. I assure you, it is excellent.
Well, perhaps just a drop.
She succeeded in her charisma check. Her persuasion roll. See, he's not a robot or an automaton, so he can't actually be
Here's your glass.
swayed.
To your good health, Captain.
And to yours, miss.
Dink. I'm not poisoning you, I promise.
It's been a long time since I've drunk wine in such pleasant company. I admit, it is excellent.
Isn't it? You wouldn't think it came from Barrickstadt. It is made from the Amazon forest Sauvignon grape that has been miraculously conserved and cultivated in the station garden.
Well, well, well. The university authorities kept that one to themselves.
You know, Captain, it is essential that I continue my journey eastwards.
Please, don't even think about it. As I've said, it's extremely dangerous. The enemy is spying on us.
Perhaps your Cossack horseman isn't quite what you thought. Perhaps it's just a dead tree twisted into a strange shape. You should take another look. You never know. Go on, Captain. Give it a try.
So be it. I will make this concession to the fairer sex, miss. But it does seem to be quite ridiculous.
My God. It's a goddamn tree. The tree has a gun.
Incredible. How is this possible? By what strange magic? How could I have been so wrong for so long? The enemy was only a tree. I'm so ashamed.
It's not that bad, Captain. It's only human to make mistakes, after all.
A tree. Nothing but a dead tree.
Pull yourself together, Captain. It's okay. And now I suppose there's nothing stopping you from issuing me a visa?
Yes, of course. There is no more danger. All these years. And now the Cossack has gone. There is nothing left to watch.
Captain, you should be delighted. From now on, you don't have to stay pinned to your watchtower. Travel can start up again normally. You will be able to resume your regular duties like issuing entrance and exit visas.
You are right. I will sign you a visa to cross the wall frontier immediately. 1,000 apologies. Here, miss.
Stuffed in my shirt. Authorization to cross the border. This document authorizes the holder with belongings to pass through the border wall gate. Captain Malatesta, the gate commander. And there's his signature. Warning. Beyond the ramparts, conditions for journeys into the Eastern Territories are filled with uncertainty and reputed to be hazardous. As a consequence, the wall authorities cannot guarantee the physical safety of the traveler and decline all responsibility in the event of any incident.
Thank you, Captain. And keep your eyes open.
Ha ha ha.
Miss, if we could keep this between ourselves, please. For the sake of my honor, you understand?
You have my promise, Captain.
I like him. He's so pleasant.
Good day to you, sir.
He's just doing his best.
Captain Malatesta.
My name is Kate Walker.
What a peculiar mission. Taking so many risks for such a futile goal.
Captain, to my...
I should be offended.
Kemst. I'm never gonna live that down, am I?
Could you help me open the gate in the wall, please?
Don't you worry. I will take care of everything. As soon as your locomotive is ready, I will activate the gate mechanism. I will simply ask you to pass through as quickly as possible. You see, even if there is no more danger, I'm afraid I don't remember how long the gate remains open for.
You can count on me. Thank you, Captain.
At your service, miss.
It is fun to say. Papaya kemst. Unkemst. Me and my unkemst hair.
You claim that Hans invented the gate mechanism?
Affirmative, miss. He has such fine talent, don't you think? And from what I see of your train, his know-how hasn't diminished with time.
The most remarkable thing has got to be his automaton engineer. A marvel of mechanical engineering. And a personality that is larger than life.
If I had known the man, I would have asked him to create me a unit of automaton sentries.
Oh, that'd be great.
Between this...
It's been a long time since I've...
Don't mind me.
Please, ma'am.
Alright. Well, down I go then.
Oscar, can't you please forget about procedure just for once?
Your request is refused, Kate Walker.
Do you realize my good...
Kate Walker.
Oscar?
You neglect...
What?
I agree.
If you weren't so...
I am not in...
Oscar.
Yes, Kate.
I don't suppose...
You're not...
You do realize...
Proceed.
God...
That is...
Oscar, the atomic...
Yes.
And it's...
Please refrain.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so I have to just... Visa, here you go.
Here is the visa. I hope it's regulation, my dear Oscar.
Right? I love him too. He's fantastic.
It is regulation. Here is your ticket.
train ticket for the mechanical railway departing from Barokstadt. This ticket is valid for one person and should be presented to any official of the mechanical railway when so required.
Have a good journey, Kate Walker.
So, can we go now?
Indeed. We are already very late, Kate Walker.
Whose fault is that? Mine. Can I go this way? What is this way? Ooh.
I wonder how that works.
I suspect that, like, there's like something in the train that like locks into it and like spins it around or something. Also want to look over here real quick. Okay, there's nowhere else I can go there. Everything else is just all the way back to the university, which I don't want to go. I am done there.
Your ticket, please, Kate Walker.
Here you go, Oscar.
Thank you, Kate Walker. Now, please return to your seat, Kate Walker.
Yes, Oscar. Immediately, Oscar.
Yay! We're finally out of there. I think. I shouldn't speak too soon. Ah, yep. Called it. Hehe. That's so cute. Like a little hand. Tree hand. There's my friend, the dead tree. Whoa! Ominous. I like it. I like it. Okay. God, I could see myself being just totally blown away by those cutscenes if I'd played this game like when it came out. I mean, I still am, just as it is now. Like, that was so cool. If you will excuse me a moment. First, I'm going to save my game. And then I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, and I will be right back. Sit tight. Oh boy. Alright, I'm back. So my partner just did something really funny right as I was settling back in. Alright. Yes, you are back, and so am I. Okay. Right, so let's explore this cool new place we have found ourselves in. Let's go, I don't know, this way. Damn! Thank you for the sub, Malcolfort. Resub. That is 5 flippin' years. Dang. I feel like I should give you a prize or something for that. Let's go this way.
Kate Walker! Kate Walker!
What?
Oscar, what's going on? Why has the train stopped?
Take a guess.
Where are we?
The springs of the train are unwound again, Kate Walker. As for the question pertaining to our geographical location, I really haven't the slightest idea.
Well, we'd better get looking for a winding machine, my dear Oscar. I hope that this place actually has one.
The air here is so polluted that I could not possibly risk leaving the locomotive. My joints might corrode irreparably.
Right. Let's see.
But I'm fine walking around and breathing in that polluted air, no problem.
Okay, let's try looking on the bright side here. I need to stretch my legs.
Is there something wrong, Kate Walker? Are you uncomfortable? Are the passenger facilities on this train substandard? I shall draw up a formal complaint form for you immediately.
No, Oscar, everything's fine, I assure you. A little walk will do me good, that's all. Gosh, it's really gloomy here. I wonder where on earth I'm going to find a winding machine.
I have total confidence in you, Kate Walker. You are, after all, a brave and resourceful woman.
Yeah, right.
Wow. Flattery will get you nowhere, Oscar.
Oscar, you couldn't make a little effort for just this once. If we both went looking for the winding machine, the two of us together might find it quicker.
You are in all probability correct, Kate Walker. But the high level of heavy metal miasma that pollutes the atmosphere could cause havoc to my wheelwork.
Let's hope Hans Vorarlberg once lived here as well. Maybe he planned for his locomotive's unplanned stop and installed a winding machine as well. Otherwise, it's not looking great for the rest of the journey.
Do not forget that Hans Vorarlberg is a genius in the true sense of the word.
But is he a genius with a sense of forward planning?
We will find that out when we find the winding machine.
My God, Oscar, what would I do without you?
Yeah, I mean, you'd think that, like, if Hans specifically designed the train so that the springs would wind down, then logically he would also have installed winding machines everywhere the train was expected to wind down. It seems obvious.
We just keep stopping. When will we ever get to the end of this journey?
Simply wind up the spring and we can set off immediately.
From your mouth to God's ears. See you soon, Oscar.
I shall stay right here, Kate Walker.
Damn near everything. Yeah, I don't really know much about 3D rendering programs. I used one back in high school, and now I'm blanking on the name of it. It wasn't Maya, but I think it began with an M. Which, it's really annoying, because I was just talking to someone else about it the other day. Not the other day, but like fairly recently, and now I've forgotten the name of it. What is this? What is all this in here? Ooh.
That door is locked. I've got to find another way around.
is a very locked door.
If that's going to work, it looks like something's missing. If that's...
I guess it's missing a lever or something? Oh, this cute little bed. Ooh. Hey, is that a voice cylinder? Yes, it is. Oh! Rad. Huh. Huh. Ooh. Handle. Oh dear. Yeah, oh lordy coming. Is it coming any closer? Yeah, he does. Good question. Ah. Okay. All right. Is that it? Am I done? Can I just leave? Or is there more to do and see here?
I can't go that way.
Why not? Oh, there's like a platform there, okay. Alright. Whoa. I guess so, yeah. I feel like there's gotta be more to it than that. Oh. Oh, okay, okay. So, oh, hey.
Hey! You there!
Hey! What did you steal? Okay, so I think I didn't even realize that this is actually another one of those giant dudes. We call them colossi. Oh, hi, March. What you doing? Meow. Meow. Okay, bye. Still locked?
That door is locked. I've got to find an...
Yeah. Oh, I haven't been this way. Yes, that was just a very brief kitty visit. Oh. Ooh, an elevator. Phone.
Hello? Hello?
Kate, it's Dan. Can you hear me?
Dan, is that you? I can't hear you so good. Dan?
Hey, Kate, let's talk. It's about the last conversation. Are you still mad at me? Come on, it's important.
Dan, you're breaking up. I'll try and call you when I get out of this mine.
You... Kate! Come on, what's happening? Listen, we've got to talk.
Look, the line's just getting worse and worse. I'm hanging up.
Now is not a good time. Bad reception. In fact, I anticipate having bad reception from now on every time you call me. Forever.
This thing's jammed. If that's going to work, it looks like something's missing. If that... I don't need to do that.
That probably just calls the lift.
That looks like a ventilation duct. That look...
I bet I can't go in any farther because there probably needs to be light in here. Oh, if this was a Syberia game.
It's too dark to continue. I might lose my way.
If this was a Syberia game, I would get killed by something back there. Something nasty would lunge out of the shadows and bite my head off. Alright, well. Probably need parts for that, whatever that was down there. Generator? I'm gonna say generator. Oh, I can't even go that way. Okay.
my God, Oscar! Oscar, talk to me.
That was a Kate Walker at the end there.
Are you okay?
Why, it is absolutely inadmissible, intolerable, and indescribable. I have been attacked.
His hands are
What do
missing.
you mean you've been attacked?
My hands! I no longer have them. They have been stolen.
Oh no.
God, you haven't got your hands. But who did this? What's going on here?
We can be sure of one thing, Kate Walker. That this heinous crime was committed by a barbarian. A dysfunctional individual whose behavior lacks all finesse.
Damn.
Did you get a look at your attacker? Tell me exactly how it happened.
I was standing here polishing up my metalwork. I was just thinking that with all the dust in the air, it would be a good idea to...
Oscar.
I was very busy, and I suddenly felt two powerful arms grab me from behind and tie me up before I had the chance to defend myself. I wanted to call out, but my attacker gagged me before I could emit the slightest sound. Then he dismantled my hands with a terrifying pair of pliers. It was horrible.
I can believe it, my poor Oscar, but did you see him?
He was a real barbarian, I tell you. He had bloodshot eyes, steel teeth, and brown scaly skin, and he emitted foul odors. He was a monster, Kate Walker, a real monster, and he had a weapon.
Oscar, please calm down. Everything's going to be all right.
Poor Oscar.
Who the heck would be interested in automaton hands?
Even though I say so myself, my hands are two marvels of technology. Please promise to return them to me intact as quickly as possible. I am very attached to them, Kate Walker.
You were attached to them,
Not
Oscar.
anymore, you're not.
But like you said, I'm a brave and resourceful woman.
Thank you, Kate Walker. But please, above all, do be careful.
Don't you worry about that, Oscar. How old do you think your attacker was?
How old? Such monsters are ageless. I tell you, my wheelwork froze with fear.
I think he must have been an older man. Someone with a soft spot for automatons. An expert who knows how to dismantle a pair of hands with a pair of pliers.
I'm afraid I don't quite follow you.
And what if it was Hans Vorarlberg himself?
Kate Walker, in spite of the respect in which I hold you, permit me to say that such an idea is stupid. Hans Vorarlberg, my attacker. A father would never attack his offspring. Get a grip on yourself. I should point out in all modesty that my attacker must have had muscles to overcome an automaton of my build.
Maybe you're right there, Oscar. I do apologize. Do you know if your attacker stole anything else?
As soon as he'd swiped my hands, he ran away.
Well, at least that's one good piece of news. The train's still intact.
What do you mean, intact? I am the train engineer. It was designed for me, and I for it. By maiming me in this brutal manner, the barbarian has also mutilated our locomotive. Without me and my hands, we're never going anywhere.
Sure, okay. Could you maybe tell me how the train works then?
That is strictly forbidden, Kate Walker. There is only one engineer, and that train engineer is me. I am sure you don't have a license or authorization or even a deputy engineer's permit.
Do you really think it's the right moment to get wrapped up in red tape, Oscar?
Regulations are regulations, Kate Walker.
Yeah, but you know, I think at this point, if I wanted to just try and mess around with the train and try to figure out how it works myself, you couldn't stop me. I do too. This is a very unique situation to find oneself in.
Anything else you remember, Oscar?
I have told you everything, and I'd rather not think about it anymore.
Oh, poor Oscar's been traumatized.
Right, Oscar. Let's go find this hand bandit. And this time we're not going to be such a pushover.
Kate Walker, Please do not think that this problem does not concern me. But if it's all the same to you, I would so much prefer to stay here, just to be on the safe side. An engineer never abandons his train, after all.
Yeah, sure. Another good reason not to lend a... I mean, not to help me out.
Kate Walker, even an automaton deserves a little compassion. I have just been savagely assaulted. Oh, I can feel one of my spasms coming on.
Spasms?
I am on the verge of a clockwork breakdown. And all you do is accuse me of being selfish.
Okay, take a rest, Oscar. You're not much use without your hands anyway.
Damn.
Right, I'm done. Take care of yourself, Oscar.
Good luck, Kate Walker. And don't forget me.
Poor Oscar. Yeah. Yeah, it's slightly upsetting how hilarious this is. Little shears.
No point weighing myself down.
Okay, I gotta go. I gotta check out this voice cylinder before I do anything else.
My dear brother, what joy to have news of you after your long silence during the war years. So, you're working for the Russians now. I tell you, we've been hearing some worrying stories about them here. Just your description of that dingy factory makes me cough. But it's so good to hear that your talent is being recognized for its true value, and that your automaton creations are taking the place of workers for all those menial jobs. I'm so proud that Vorarlberg automatons are making such a contribution, even if it is small, to the improvement of people's lives.
Meanwhile, back in Valladolid, we've been licking our wounds after the war years. Some people have returned, others not. Life is slowly coming back, but it's taking time. All my love, Anna.
Right, we're in Russia now, which makes sense given the whole hammer and sickle motif. Okay.
That door is locked. I've got to find another way around.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I would agree with that. If nothing else, it would help to, I think it would be good to like tighten the environments a little bit and just make them not so like huge and expansive and empty. Which, I mean, it seems like it's a shame to do that though, because the environments are so beautiful. But it does kind of feel like padding when I have to just like run through, 6 or 7 screens to get where I'm going. Okay, I think what I want to do is... Wait, can I go further this way? No. Because I think what I want to do actually is use the metal shears in that broken wall or something. Oh, cool. Awesome. I'm in. Wherever this... Oh, hi. Suddenly cat. Hi. Kitten. Nope. You're gonna go that way? Or you're gonna sit in my lap? Cat. Cat cam. Alright. Let me... Yeah. You don't see that kind of thing very often in adventure games. It's like, alright, well, rip. Let's see if I can adjust the camera to show Cat. There he is. Here's my little man. There's my void buddy. Who was being weird and perching half on my armrest and half on my lap. And we should make up your mind, dude. So I can continue. No, you're just gonna be there, be awkward? You're like right in the way of my mouse hand. I'm just gonna drape my arm over you and you're gonna hate it. Yeah, there we go. See? Okay. Fluff singularity, yes. Eep. No, don't sit on my cables. Ouch, claw. Okay, there we go. Alright. He is now on my arm, where he likes to be. But fortunately, not my mouse arm. Also, I'm no longer playing Cook Serve Delicious 2, so cat-induced hard mode no longer applies to that game. What is that? Spark plug. Okay. Anything else? Doesn't look like it. I cannot make out anything that's in there. I don't know what any of that is. Cheeky hula spark plugs. Does kind of look like that, doesn't it? No smoking. Okay, looks like a valve in there. Ah, it's just back the way I came.
I can't go that way.
I don't see anything else. I guess let's go try and stick that spark plug in the generator, if that's what it was. What are you doing, little head? Oh.
I can't go that way.
Wrong way. Oh.
Yes?
Kate, can you hear me this time?
Yes, I can hear you just perfectly, Dan, but I can't talk to you now. I'm in a real hurry.
I wanted to say sorry. I know I wasn't very understanding last time. I've been feeling a bit bad about it.
Okay, you're a real sweetheart, but I've got to leave you now. I'm not angry with you, so don't worry.
I am.
I've just got to catch up to someone, and quick.
But Kate, this is really important.
So's this.
I'll call you back, Dan. I'm sorry.
Oh, Dan. You have the worst timing. Dan handling. I like it. Cool. Oh, that's awesome. Also probably dangerous.
I don't want to touch it, in case I break it.
Also in case it, you know, zaps the shit out of your hands.
That looks like a ventilation duct.
Dangle. Oh, hello, rat. Oh, there's like screens. Interesting. Oh boy, I sense a maze coming on. Oh, or not. This is just a one-way thing.
I don't need to do that.
What is it? I can't even see what it is. Oh, it's like a lever, I think. Oh, okay, that's another lift. That's what it is. It's another lift. That was a lever to call the lift, just like at the entrance. Ooh. What's this? Oh. All levers are good levers. Oh, okay, great. It's the main entrance. Perfect. Ah. Why, thank you. I will take screwdriver. Alright, well, I guess none of this does anything at the moment. I am confused. What is all this? I don't know what that says because it's in Russian. Oh. Unfortunately, my screwdriver is a Phillips head, and these are flathead screws. When you have a screwdriver, everything looks like a screw. Actually, hold on. Before I look around up here. Okay, I guess I have to look around up there because there's nothing else to see over here. Thank you, computer. It made a noise at me.
It seems this monorail is controlled from somewhere else.
Oh boy, another train. Oh.
Hey, you! Who are you? Careful, I'm warning you. I'm not afraid of you, okay? What do you want? Why did you do that?
There must be some misunderstanding.
Because you reckon theft is all about misunderstanding, do you? Give me my hands back. Now!
Your hands?
That's a sentence.
And what are those on the ends of your arms? I can explain everything to you. You see, I'm no thief.
I
disagree. You broke into my train, assaulted my driver, mutilated him, and stole his hands. Apart from that, you are not a thief.
I have not stolen them, miss. Only borrowed them for a while.
Without permission.
You've got to be joking.
Which is stealing.
I'm not joking with you, miss. I would never take such liberties.
They belong to Oscar, my automaton engineer. Why did you steal them?
They are extraordinary. Real mechanical wonders. I would never have been capable of designing such hands myself. Never. Such workmanship, such precision crafting. It is incredible. Absolutely incredible.
And just because you like them, you decided to steal them?
I have only borrowed them, little missy. Temporarily, you understand? Of course, I shall return them to you when I don't need them anymore. You can...
Excuse me?
You see, these hands are all I need to complete my plan. At last, I can finish off my automaton pianist and fulfill my dream.
Thank you for pronouncing that word.
Everything is now in place.
Very
You see, I have converted this
precisely.
old, useless, stupid factory into a magical theater. As you can see, the furnaces, piping, chimney stacks, they've all been converted into one gigantic organ. I will be able to accompany the world's greatest living singer. Now, all I need is her...
Her voice, I assume.
Who are you?
Sergei Borodin, the director of the industrial city of Komkolzgrad, or what is left of it at least. But who are you, for that matter? And why have you stopped in my station without authorization?
I didn't choose to stop in your station, but my train has a technical problem. My name is Kate Walker, and I'm an American
It's
lawyer.
a feature, not a bug.
It is very kind of you to come so far just to visit this place.
I repeat again, I never intended to stop here. I'm on a business trip. I'm a lawyer, goddammit.
Right. And what brings you here?
Like I said, a stupid mechanical hitch. You mentioned an automaton pianist, didn't you? Where did you find it?
I pieced it together myself, my dear. Except for the hands, that is. I admit that I underestimated the intricacy of this part of the design. A pianist's hands are very important, after all. But enough. Now he has a perfect set of hands.
Your passion amazes me. Have you designed any other automatons here?
No. Clockwork mechanisms do not interest me as such. I simply needed a robot capable of accompanying Helena Romansky on my huge organ. I adapted an existing model, a reject automaton secretary. I reconstructed it and adapted it to this new function.
An existing model, you say? Did you ever know Hans Vorarlberg? He was a kind of mechanical genius.
Okay, bye.
Like yourself.
Hans Vorarlberg? Yes. Or maybe... I don't know. No.
Sure, I understand. The number of automatons still functioning in this abandoned complex is amazing, though.
My dear, one thing is for sure. For many years, I have been totally alone here. If that man ever came to this city, he left long, long ago.
You mentioned
I pieced...
your passion.
No.
An existing model.
Hans...
Sure.
My dear...
When you stepped on the train, you were trespassing on private property.
Everything in this city, sweet lady, belongs to the state. And to all intents and purposes, the state in this city is me.
My train is not a part of this factory. And besides, we never would have stopped here in the first place if its engine hadn't needed winding.
Well, as long as your train is at this station, it may be requisitioned and used for industrial purposes.
Out of the question. And I forbid you to do so.
Maybe I won't have to. Perhaps we can maybe come to some kind of agreement, my sweet lady.
I hope so. And fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what if I helped you to make some other hands just for your automaton?
Why should life be complicated when I already have what I need? And I very much doubt you are in any position to create such a perfect pair of hands.
I'm sorry, I can't make heads or tails out of your story at all. Without my engineer's hands, I'm stuck here, you see?
Everything I have designed, all that I have invented, everything is for her. Do you realize? Her. Oh, to hear her sing one more time here in my factory.
But who is she? Who are you talking about?
Helena. The one and only Helena Romansky. Her voice is so pure, like an angel. One day she came here to Komkolsgrad. She sang here, you know, when our industrial city was in its heyday. Oh, so long ago now. It was almost unreal. It was magical. I remember it like it was yesterday. Then, later, a long time later, she saved my soul. She saved my life and gave it meaning. When I was told that the mining program was to be abandoned, that this industrial city was consigned to oblivion, that I, its director, would from then on be nothing but a guardian of these rusting remains of a bygone age, that is when I first formed my plan to bring Helena Romansky back to this factory. But this time, she would sing for me, and me alone.
And is she okay about this?
Sure. Once she finds out that I have done all this for her,
Oh, God.
when she realizes how I converted this vast network of pipes and tubes to create one of the most impressive organs ever made, then, you know, this was no small achievement, miss. Once molten iron flowed through here. Now there wafts only beautiful melodies. But then I realized I had to make an automaton pianist. I began to despair that I would never create hands that were intricate enough. But then you arrived. So lucky, don't you think?
Yeah, that must have been a happy coincidence for someone around here. So, when will this Madame Romansky come back? When do I get my hands back?
I don't know. Maybe someone should look for her. Tell her. Hey, why don't you go? The quicker you bring her back, the sooner you can carry on your business trip. Now, isn't that a good idea?
And you promise that once Helena has sung, you will give me back my automaton's hands?
I promise, my dear. You have my solemn word.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to believe you. Where should I go hunting for this singer, then?
I have no idea. But for a woman of the world like yourself, finding her should pose no obstacle. Helena Romansky was a world celebrity, you know. I have collected many objects, souvenirs of her that I keep in a room. A shrine to her glory. It's like her own personal museum in a way. You should take a look.
Yeah.
This whole story is completely nuts.
Yeah, and more than a little stalkery.
Please, excuse me. I have to go now.
So be
Yes. Men will literally construct Men will literally convert an enormous mining complex into a single pipe organ and build an automaton pianist to express admiration for one singer, then go to therapy. Yeah. Oh boy, this is going places. All right, well, we'll go look at his creepy shrine next time. For now, it is time for me to sign off for the night. This is good. We made some good progress tonight. I'm glad we finally got out of Barrockstadt. That place was starting to grate on me, if only because of all the red tape. And now there's a different kind of red tape, although this is not quite red tape, so to speak. Right. So let's see if there's anybody streaming anything. First, let me get my mouse cursor back. There it is. Let's see. What you doing? That looks like... I don't know what that is. What are you doing? I don't know what that is either. What else? What else we got? We got some more. We got some Phoenix Wright. We got some Mega Man. Oops. That's a robot. An actual robot, not an automaton. Yeah, I'll send you over to Taco Adventure for some Phoenix Wright, because you really can't go wrong with Phoenix Wright. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. Thank you for showing up on a Thursday, which is not my usual stream day, but sometimes it happens. And yeah, that's about it. Next Wednesday, or next Tuesday, will be more Syberia, and then Wednesday will be Reciteer, and then Wednesday after that will be more One Must Fall 2097. We got robots on one hand and automatons on the other. Yeah, so that's fun. Yeah, take care of yourselves. Thank you again, and I'll see you next week. Bye!